I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay, and early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
Lawrence there, complete to Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So for Trevor Lawrence, listen, the hype, the buzz, whatever you want to call it, it just surrounds this guy. One of the most highly regarded draft picks of the last decade or two. What do you think defenses are going to throw at him here in his rookie season?
Well, I think all the edge rushers can't wait to get a shot at him, especially his rookie year, because they want to see if he can handle the pressure when they come at him. But I think defensive coordinators, they know that he's well-schooled and he's very intelligent. They want that pressure on him. They'll throw those normal blitzes. They also want to throw combo coverages in the secondary to see if he can read them.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Flushed out right. Finds the open target, Arnold. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. This defense for the Broncos, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
Play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Out quickly to Judy. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Working with a 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Here we go with Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. Yeah, that one was relatively. Relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game, are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They go play action with Lawrence. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. From midfield now, Lawrence. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he is going to have a Jags first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Now the try here for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flush to his right. That's complete, Okuebunam. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Darius Williams in there to make the tackle. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On first down. It's Gordon. And a short gain here, down to the 22. DeForest Buckner, all-pro defensive tackle there on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action with Wilson. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars will take over here at their own 14-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 receptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Bradley Chubb continues to round into form. Remember, he had knee surgery in 2019 and followed that up with 8 sacks in 2020, continuing to ascend in the NFL.
Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Lawrence on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 2nd down, Gordon once more. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now a throw here to his running back. Touchdown, Broncos! Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go play action now. Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Lawrence will throw. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Flushed out right. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On play action, Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncosians are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a toss right side. It's Gordon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, Wilson. being chased out left. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And down inside the 15 he goes.
61 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Albert O, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Check Mike 11, check Mike 11. I got it. Hey, Echo, check Mike 61, matchbox lights.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence. And this one incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go, D, get off the field. Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Go. Go. Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Hustle. Get it.
Now Lawrence. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, exit. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain. The 20. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Williams. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by McManus is good, and that will get the lead up to 14. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Bradley Chubb getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Again, it's Lawrence. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach.
And they're going to get him.
They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bronco defense comes up big. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. On second down, Gordon once more. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Broncos, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.